Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading forecast for May 20th to May 26th, 2019. This reading is for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Sagittarius, I shuffled the cards, laid out your spread. We're using the horseshoe spread. I gave a horseshoe. So, Sagittarius, I also shuffled for your guidance. One card fell out. We'll take a look at that at the end of your reading. So, Sagittarius, let's just dive in and see what's up for you in the week ahead. So, Sagittarius, I just want to say I hope you guys are doing okay with these energies of the planets being in retrograde. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them in retrograde. I know the energy is so intense. It has been for me. I'm in a place now that just recently um, the energy has spared me a little, where I'm feeling, more of a pickup in my energy, whereas before I just felt like, lead no matter what I was doing. But, hey, progress, progress, progress. So, be mindful of those energies, and that the energies are affecting us all and you. And so, as the energies are doing this thing, you just try to do what you got to do too, and go with the flow, or be mindful so that you can. So, Sagittarius, your focus is, you got the devil. Now, I gotta say, the first thing that comes to mind for me, for you guys, is that I feel like I'm either dealing with two sets of Sagittarius, or I'm dealing with Sagittarius um, in two mindsets, if that makes sense. I'm either dealing with two sets of Sagittarius, or Sagittarius is in two mindsets. So, with the devil here being your focus, the devil is a major arcana. This is earth energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or have this energy in your chart. But with the devil here, the devil talks about um, feeling stuck, being restricted, experiencing limitations, experiencing adversity. You could be experiencing sabotage, or you being a saboteur to yourself, or what you're doing. This could be you experiencing destructive patterns that you may be exhibiting, or you could be dealing with addictions, or dealing with situations, emotions, and thoughts of bondage, feeling chained, feeling, possibly controlled. You could be dealing with some measure of abuse or greed, temptation, or lack. Um, you could be focused on materialism, or in your shadow, where you're in your ego, in your lower vibration. And so, with this energy being your focus, you could also be focused on your personal power. You could be focused on trying to break free of the chains that bind you, break free of addictions, break free of abuse, break free of temptation. You could be trying to break free of adversity. Um, you could be trying to break free of destructive patterns, break free of addictions, break free of situations and emotions and thoughts that's causing you to feel restricted or bound or stuck. Um, this could be you focusing on your desires and passions. So you got a lot going on, Sagittarius, for your focus with this devil energy, but this is earth energy. And the devil here, this is about you seeing what you can use in your world, in your material world, in your physical world, to achieve um, what you are in pursuit of, or what you're trying to release yourself from, or what you're trying to gain, or what you're trying to have movement in. Now, what's clarifying the devil here for you is you have good fortune. So, Sagittarius, with good fortune clarifying the devil, you may be being stuck. You may feel stuck with how to achieve good fortune, or you may be very focused on your desire for good fortune and how to achieve it or go about achieving it. So you may be in two minds, or this is two sets of Sagittarius where a set of you are feeling stuck with your ability to achieve good fortune, and another set of you are in your personal power, achieving your desires, and you seeing good fortune. But be mindful with the devil energy. The caution here is for you to avoid any toxicities in your world, in your circumstances, and within yourself, to not self sabotage yourself, to not relinquish and give up your personal power, to not exhibit or display destructive patterns that cause sabotage to you or what you're doing, but to also release yourself from where you may feel stuck or bound or restricted, and also for you to be mindful and careful to not be controlled and to not be controlling. So maintain your courage here, no matter what side of this is that you're on, Sagittarius, and maintain your resilience and using your reason and instinct. Maintain being prudent. Operate also in your star sign of Temperance, where you maintain self control and monitor your aims. Be mindful to use proper measure. Remain creative and inspired. Focused on stability and healing and keeping harmony and balance. And focusing on your energy and the energy you're putting into things and how much energy is being applied. Being sensible, doing things in moderation is the key for you. Is to be tempered, okay? Applying the right amount of energy, of action, of approach. And so let's take a look at what's going on for you in the recent past, Sagittarius. You have the Six of Rockets, which is the Six of Wands. So in the recent past, you experienced some sort of victory or recognition where you may have had some challenges or obstacles or issues or problems, and you were able to successfully resolve them, to overcome them. Or you have received recognition in your ability to um, be creative, to be prosperous, to be abundant, um, to nurture and grow things, to build and have harmony. And you're being recognized for your creative abilities, for your skills, for your talents. With the Six of Wands, you have the Queen of Comets, which is the Queen of Cups. So this is about feelings and emotions. This is either you or you have dealt with someone in the Queen of Cups energy, where in the recent past you may have had victory in your ability to um, balance your emotions or get control over your emotions whenever you may have found yourself dealing with challenges or adversity, and you may have showed up more emotionally stable in how you are affected or how you cope or deal with any issues, um, and you were successful at containing or maintaining yourself or being able to nurture um, a situation or be attentive and caring in a way where before you may have perhaps been lazy or having apathy, or didn't really care, or being overly sensitive. This is you being able to have that balance, or being recognized for your ability to be caring, to be nurturing, to be considerate, being generous, being helpful to others, or in how you show up in the recent past, Sagittarius. So in the present, Sagittarius, you have strength. Well, look at that. And so when you have strength, that means that the devil was around, and you have the devil as your focus. So at present, there's a need for you to be strong, and strength is a major arcana. And with the energy of strength here, you could be dealing with the Leo or have this energy in your chart. But this is about you harnessing your will, harnessing your determination, and not allowing yourself to be weak in the face of adversity, in the face of problems and obstacles. This is you operating in your personal power, okay? Operating in your personal power, finding the courage, emotional strength, the resilience, the self-control, the stamina, the instinct, the reason, the vitality to move forward with your goals, using your will and determination to do so, and doing so assertively, where you're not using brute force, but you may be, this may be where you're using quiet strength, gentle nudges, um, to have progress in areas where you may have been experiencing or are experiencing some restriction or some limitation or some restraint or setback, or things being on hold or feeling stuck or bound, or where there's adversity, or you may be using gentle strength, gentle nudges to kind of massage the situation in order to see progress, in order to remove the limitations, to remove the restrictions, to remove the bondage, in order to um, get what you want in the situation, in order for you to see what you can use in the situation, see how to go about a situation in such a way that you are released from the difficulties, you are released from the toxicity, or you're able to navigate through toxic scenarios and situations in such a way that you still are able to achieve the desired result, even if it takes a little more time, a little more effort, a little more resilience, a little more focus, a little more aim, a little more balance, a little more measure, a little more generosity, a little more creativity, a little more inspiration, um, but doing it in moderation and a little more patience, with the goal of being able to heal it and being able to get the desired result here. And so with strength here, you do have the 10 of planets, which is the 10 of pentacles. So you've had to either be strong for your family or be strong with trying to either maintain or achieve security and stability, perhaps around your money and finances, or to do with work, or to do with your goals and your aims, or whatever you may have experienced any struggle with what you are building or trying to have a legacy in, or maybe even entrepreneurship for, where you want good fortune and prosperity and abundance and you want to thrive, you've had to show strength in order to achieve that stability and that security. You may have even needed to show strength in a relationship where you may have either needed to be a support or you may have needed to operate as a partner, um, and cooperate and collaborate in such a way so as to strengthen the situation or bring strength to a situation for the stability and the security to really um, occur or be cemented or be realized. Now, in the future, Sagittarius, you you got the moon. Okay, with the moon here in your future, this is a major arcana. The moon here can talk about you experiencing some very intense high emotions or fluctuating emotions or your circumstances fluctuating, okay, where things are good one minute and then not good the next, or things are in the middle and then things are out of whack. But also with the moon here in the future, this is about possible um, hidden dangers or, you know, some uncertainty or uneasiness, or you only seeing things in part, or all is not revealed to you. This may be a glitch in your instincts, or you needing to rely on your instincts. This may be you needing to access your intuition, or perhaps your intuition could be off. This could be you experiencing some measure of deception, either you being deceived or you deceiving yourself. This could be you needing to have more introspection in a situation where you may feel a lack of clarity. There may be a air of illusion to the situation that you feel clouded by with the moon here, or you may be trying to navigate um, in a situation that um, is uncharted waters or that is new for you and you don't know the ins and outs, and you're trying to find your way and find the light in the situation. Or you could be dealing with some measure of uneasiness with whatever you're experiencing or going through. um, with the moon, Sagittarius, you do have the Three of Planets, which is the Three of Pentacles. So you may be experiencing some confusion with what you're working on, or you may not be getting the clarity you seek or need with what you're working on or trying to build or trying to create or have work out or come together, as it has to do with you possibly working with others, because you see there are people working and each person is working on a particular section of the same thing, but no one seems to be really communicating. So there could be a breakdown in communication, or there's some sort of breakdown within a dynamic to do with working with others, perhaps in a three-party situation where there is um, a lack of clarity, there is uncertainty, there is hidden information, details that are missing, things happening that are unforeseen, or due to the lack of cooperation or collaboration, things are not cleared up. Um, it's difficult to see things on a whole because you're only able to see in part as each person is doing their part, or as you can get or ascertain the parts of each party. But there is something going on around your what you're trying to build, what you're trying to create. You may be experiencing some stagnation where something becomes stuck or not moving, or there's a restriction or limitation. Um, you may be experiencing where someone is maybe trying to be more controlling in the situation that's causing you some adversity here. Okay. And you may be trying to figure out how to get unstuck, how to be released from the stipulations, or how to get around the rules, how to get around um, so that you can have the objectives met with the moon and the Three of Pentacles here. Or there may be some unexpected requirements or something unexpected comes up with what you're working on or building that you may need to address in order for it to come together or to work out, or for you to get that support, or for you to be able to continue to create it, or to have what you're creating see progress. And so your attitude in this, Sagittarius, is you have Two of Planets, which is the Two of Pentacles. So this is you trying to figure out how to balance this shit, how to change it, how to juggle it, if you will. And you're looking at it like, you see this? Like, what the hell? Come on now. So now it's like, okay, so now this needs to be worked on too. Now this needs to be balanced also. It's like as if whatever you're working on or trying to create, something else gets thrown in the mix that you learn or discover, or a change that gets thrown in that you got to adapt to, that you got to roll with, that you got to juggle, that you got to balance. And it's like it's as if it keeps fucking happening to you, because that you had to look like perplexed by, I mean, like, how many changes or how many other things I need to juggle, or what else, how much more is going into this shit before it's balanced, because you keep giving me something else that needs to get done, that needs to get addressed, that I need to deal with here. So when the fuck does it balance out? Because when do we get to the end of that? Because I don't feel the end here. That's how it feels here. And so it's like you feel stuck in a rock and a hard place. It's like, okay, can we just get to the change and the balance, and have this here figured out, worked out, be done already? Like, me, you, me, you, me, you. What's going on here? I want to be released. I want to be moving on. I want to have this figured out. I want it worked out. I want progress. And so with this Two of Pentacles, Sagittarius, you do have the Lieutenant of Rockets, which is the Knight of Wands. So this is you trying to have some fucking movement. You want action, okay? You want things to move along. You want it to happen already. You want liftoff. The caution here with this energy is maybe you might need to, if you're working with others or dealing with others, look at who you're dealing with, because are you juggling or finding you need to constantly balance something because whoever you're dealing with is in and out on you, not really reliable, not really sustaining their role or their part in this, and you keep finding you having to juggle and tweak this shit because of them? If so, you might need to replace their ass or, cancel them. Just saying. The other thing is, are you the one that's in and out with your actions, where you're being indecisive, or you're not sticking to the plan, and you keep changing shit up, where movement can't really happen because of your ass? Or with this Knight of Wands energy, the other caution is whatever you're doing, whoever you may be working with, make sure that you're not being too hasty and reckless and trying to be quick about it, so quick about it that you want this action, thirsty for action, results and movement, that you end up out of balance. Things end up changing, but not for the better. Things end up being out of your control because right now, both of these balls are in your hands. The ball is in your court. So, what are you doing? How are you rolling in this? And how are you, if you're working with others, allowing them to roll with you? Because you need consistency. Consistency is key here so that you aren't stuck, so that you are seeing progress, so that that good fortune that you want to see happen here is achieved. Okay, there's responsibility here that needs to happen. So if this is about you needing to be decisive and you needing to um, stick to something in order to have movement, then figure it out and do that. And actually do that and make sure that's what you want to stick to. But if you're doing the back and forth, then this is why you're having that struggle, okay? That struggle or feeling like you're bound and maybe even possibly causing your own self-sabotage, okay? Um, is greed involved? Are you tempted? Are you obsessing? You tell me. So, your concern, your influence that you have here is the Lieutenant of Lasers. This is the Knight of Swords. So, Knights bring about events. And so, your concern is around taking action, okay, and communicating where you are either able to cut away what is not serving you or keeping you stuck or keeping you in some sort of restriction or holding pattern or causing you to feel controlled or this is either you trying to take action so that you can have your desires realized, your goals met, for you to see that fortune, that good fortune in the situation, um, so that you can be released to have the progress that you want to see happen, the balance you want to see happen, the movement you want to see occur here the way you would like to see it, things work out and come together and build the way you would like to see it built, that you don't have any hidden dangers or unexpected shit coming up. This is about your concerns about, you know, are actions being taken for you? Are you taking the right actions? Um, are you going to be able to effectively communicate your needs and bring about what you want in a situation? If you're dealing with someone in the Knight of Swords energy, are they able to execute your plans the way that you want and bring you the desired results? But this is you concerned about through communication, concerned about your plans, concerned about the logistics, the logic around something, being able to achieve your plans, being able to have um, the change you want if this is change, to have um, achieve what you want in a situation, whatever this is, around a plan, around communication. Just be mindful that the caution with this energy of the Knight of Swords is um, you may not want to be cutthroat about it, or maybe you need to be. I don't know. You may need to have the caution of being mindful of how you communicate, noting to be effective in your communication, perhaps looking to communicate with diplomacy intact, okay? Not being um, brutal and brute and nasty and harsh. Or perhaps you may need to use strong language, but you decide. So let's look at this a little more closely and see what's up with it. With the Knight of Swords, you do have the Sun. The Sun is a major arcana, fire energy. And so with the Knight of Swords and the Sun, you may be looking to see, having concerns with the ability to cut away something. You may be having concerns with the ability to have fulfillment, on contentment, clarity, opportunity, success with something, happiness with something, the ability to put energy into something, the ability to have the helpfulness that you may be looking to gain in something. You may be having concern with lacking judgment or having a proper judgment in something. You may be having concern with your pride, or if you may be being too fast about something. You may be having concerns with your ability to um, be happy in a situation or achieve your happiness in a situation or have a breakthrough. Or you may have a concern with whether or not something comes to light or the ability to bring something to light. And so, Sagittarius, your obstacle, your challenge, you do have the Lieutenant of Comets, which is the Knight of Cups. This is water energy, feelings and emotions. So your challenge, your obstacle here may be you being able to um, realize your dream or effectively achieve your dream or goal and desire here with the comet and the devil here. Um, you may have a challenge or a problem with your ability to achieve an opportunity or gain an offer. You may have a problem or challenge where you may have your head in the clouds and you may need to get your head out of the clouds and be more focused about what you're doing and dealing with. And so with the Lieutenant of Comets or the Knight of Cups, you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is water energy. It's a major arcana. And so with the High Priestess, this talks about wisdom and knowledge. This talks about being receptive, understanding, or having understanding about a situation. This is about um, you being able to see what's hidden, um, discern what is false. This may be about secrets or being able to keep a secret. This may be about a problem with or issue with, as it has to do with dealing with women, or you may be having an issue with a particular woman, Sagittarius, as it has to do with an opportunity or an offer. So, with this being a problem, an obstacle, or challenge for you, you may have an issue with trying to gain the knowledge or the information you need in order to seize an opportunity or have an opportunity or get an offer. Or there may be some knowledge or information hidden, or you may not, you may have a problem getting the receptivity in a situation, or being receptive in a situation where there could be a misunderstanding that delays or holds up an offer or an opportunity in some way. Or there just is a lack of knowledge or a lack of information somehow around the ability to seize an opportunity or gain an offer. or there may be too many secrets, or something that still needs to be uncovered. And so the outcome for you, Sagittarius, is you have the ensign of lasers, which is the Page of Swords. And with the Page of Swords here is your outcome. This may be you taking something under new consideration. You could be receiving communication. And if this is you receiving communication or conveying communication, this can be the truth, or it is the truth, but it may be difficult to hear, or it may be communication that is delivered tactlessly. Also, with the Page of Swords, this may be you focusing on how to protect or guard yourself around a situation, or looking to see how you can cut away something. Now, with this Page of Swords, you have the King of Lasers, and the King of Lasers is the King of Swords. And so, the King of Swords is air energy, mental energy, the master of his suit. The King of Swords is very logical, very diplomatic. The King of Swords is firm but fair. The King of Swords knows how to come up with a plan and flawlessly execute it. The King of Swords is an intellectual, an excellent communicator. The King of Swords knows how to cut away what no longer serves him. The King of Swords could also be an authority figure or a professional that you're dealing with, or you may need to bring in a professional. Consider bringing in a professional, or someone with the knowledge and experience in whatever this is for you that you're dealing with, that you need to have more balance in, or that you want to have changes with, either to reach your goals, achieve your desires, or for you to have more power in the situation, or to become unstuck or released from a stuck situation, or feeling held up or restricted or limited. And so, with this being your outcome, this may be you coming up with a new perspective, a new thought, to coming up with a better plan of action and a better logic to a way to either protect yourself, to cut away what's not serving you, or to guard yourself, or to communicate your needs and achieve what you're trying to get, or to communicate to someone and perhaps receive counsel, or to receive experience from someone, to receive assistance from someone more experienced. But this is you definitely looking at your plans and tweaking them however needed in order for you to achieve this good fortune, in order for you to stand in your personal power, in order for you to get unstuck, in order for you to see movement where there is stagnation, in order for you to be released, in order for you to have progress. But you are looking to execute your plans. You are looking to communicate your interests. And you are looking to protect yourself. Or there may be a need to. So be mindful to be on guard, to keep your wits about you, and to stay sharp. And if this is to do with documents, make sure that you are reviewing those documents and you are protecting yourself as it has to do with any documents, signing of any documents. Read the fine print. Make sure you understand everything and that nothing is hidden to you in the offer or the opportunity that you may be trying to seize. so that you can realize your dream or reach your goal or move on from a situation that you may be feeling some measure of being stuck or restricted or limited in, and perhaps achieve the good fortune or the opportunity. And be okay with speaking with someone for more guidance or mentoring if needed, but be mindful to be sure that you're getting good advice. So let's take a look, Sagittarius, at what your guidance is in this situation. And your guidance is you have the night wind, facing fears, subconscious release, healing. This is your guidance. And so with this energy is your guidance, Sagittarius. This is talking about you experiencing perhaps disturbed sleep patterns, vivid dreams or nightmares you have been experiencing. Something is troubling you, yet you are not openly acknowledging this either to yourself or others. This unresolved issue has created fear and anxiety, which you have yet to resolve. Because of this, your subconscious mind is processing the issue as you sleep. The fear resurfacing in your dreams, time and time again in various forms and guises. This is your subconscious mind's way of dealing with the issue and forcing you to face your fear. On some level, this is helpful. However, the only way this issue can be resolved is by consciously facing your fear. First, truly acknowledge your fear. Express it in detail by writing it down, perhaps. Then share it by talking about it with someone you trust. This simple process takes some courage, but it is well worth it. Acknowledging and expressing your fear is the very first major step towards helping and healing this issue. You will find that all will be resolved. Be mindful to share your fears and concerns with those you trust and love, and that there is nothing to fear. There is only love, and all will soon be resolved. That you are safe, and that you are loved, and that you can face your fear and feel it dissolve, and know that it is resolved through you facing it and doing what needs to be done. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.